Hello, this is a video that I've wanted to do for a while, featuring the MiniNova. A lot of talk about the MiniNova is that there's a lot of menu diving, and the only way to make an instrument is to do a lot of things through the menu. But I wanted to show how you can actually do a lot from the face of the instrument. What you have over here in this area that's called the mod matrix, not to be confused with the one that modulates all the sounds, the oscillators and the filters and stuff. This is for modifying different aspects of the voice, and it's a lot like having a parameter per knob kind of a scenario. Each one of these rows here has to do with a different part of the synth engine, except for the two top rows. So really you have 4 rows of parameters that you can change, and you have 4 of those parameters. So I've actually been able to make a lot of good synth sounds from here. I actually start all of my sounds from here and get the overall basis of the sound before I start going into the menu and changing a few different options to give it more character. Now, the limitations of this are that you have one oscillator. You get access to two of the envelopes, and there's no LFOs from this menu. You also can't turn up any of the other oscillators or affect their tuning to make them sound fatter. But you'll be amazed at what type of sounds you can get just from this little area right here. So I've got an initial patch on it. Nothing special. What I'm going to do is make a pad with this. So you take this flipper here, and that takes it to each one of the rows. And right now, I'm affecting the attack on the amplitude envelope. Okay, and now I'm just going to adjust the release. So it's about 1 o'clock. That's pretty good. Okay, so now on to the filter envelope. The filter envelope, you can do the same thing. You can change the attack of the filter. First thing is, we've actually going to have some filter on it, so I'm going to take it to right in the middle. So what you'll hear is that the amplitude is only affecting it, so we have to affect the amount on the filter envelope. So that's one more limitation. You don't get the release of the filter envelope, but you do get attack, decay, sustain. So that actually gives you a lot to work with. Now if you take this knob and you turn it to the right, that's going to take from fully open oscillator to fully closed oscillator. If you take it to the left, it's fully closed oscillator to fully open oscillator. So right now, just a little bit of we go. Okay, now let's edit the filter. So we have those parameters: resonance, tracking, the type of filter, and then the filter drive. So let's give it a little bit more drive. That adds something to it. Okay, and then some resonance. It's a little too much. Okay, and let's change the type. Default is 12. Let's change it to 24. That's my favorite dB on that. Now, we have some more settings right here. These controls were made to be live performance controls, so you could change these parameters during live performance. So you do have some options for oscillator 2. Those aren't going to work unless you go and turn that oscillator 2 on in the mixer. But what we can do to fatten up the sound is they have this virtual density that adds to the sound as if you were detuning oscillators. So I'm going to put that all the way up. Here it is without. Here it is with. It's very slight, but it adds a little bit more to it. Now, if you want to go for a different type of sound, a different harmonic, the V-Sync on oscillator 1 gets you all kinds of different sounds. That makes it sound more metallic. Let's put a little bit more drive on it. Now, I've found you can't go too crazy with the drive on the MiniNova because it starts to crackle in its internal amplifier. So the preamp, before it goes to your mixer, it starts to crackle. If there's too much volume on the oscillators, too much drive, so you want to be careful with that. But then you can use your filter knob. Add a little bit more release. And make so there you go. There's a nice pad sound, and you could take this as a basis for a sound, so you want a pad to have that kind of flow to it, and then you can go into the menu, add other oscillators, detune some of them, have a sub oscillator, and then go to town from there. But this takes the bulk out of it. If you were to do this in the menus, it would be really time consuming, but you get a voice, you get that satisfaction of being able to just use knobs for the instrument, and then you can go from there. So I hope you've liked this video. If you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to my channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, or a thumbs down if you don't. That's okay. Have a good day.